Welcome back to another special non-podcast video. This time, I'm doing a completely unique video, which Andrew and Rohan both have no clue what it is. So what we're doing today is called the Alphabet Challenge. So I'm going to randomly select a letter of the alphabet and set a 15-second timer. Whichever one of them either responds on time or first with a player whose first or last name starts with that letter of the alphabet gets a point. However, you can't use the same player more than once. So for LeBron James, you can use it for the J, but not for the L. Don't worry if it sounds a bit complicated, but there's 26 letters of the alphabet. 26 rounds. Round one.
I'm not confident.
I'm going to be giving you the letter E. 15 seconds starts now. Well, Andrew actually responded first, but it was an incomplete answer. So I'm going to have to go with Rohan. What is your player?
Enes Kanter.
Enes Kanter is a player, and it was within the time limit. So Rohan gets the first point.
Yeah, I was trying to put Irving, but I pressed enter before I pressed the G.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot past players too.
All right, Rohan's up 1-0. Let's go to the next letter. The next letter is the letter T. Rohan with the first answer.
I said Trace Murray. John's real first name.
That is technically correct. And Andrew actually got Tristan Thompson, which is double T's, but he was a bit late. All right. Rohan has a commanding 2-0 lead. But no worries. There's still
24 left at least.
There's
yeah.
24 rounds. The third letter is the letter A. Rohan with the first answer again.
I put Aaron Gordon.
That is correct. 3-0.
This is just not fair. I can't type.
Hey, it
Unbelievable.
is what it is. The fourth letter, we're going with the letter O. Andrew with the first response.
Okay, finally, Victor Oladipo. Let's go.
And that is correct. Now it's a 3-1 lead, and I'm scared for Rohan because he's a Warriors fan like me. But hopefully you don't blow it. The fifth round is the letter I. Rohan with the first answer.
Well, I guess this is a former player since he now plays in China, but he did technically play in the NBA. And this is Ian Clark.
That is correct. Wow. Both of you took at least 5 seconds to answer, and both of you.
I literally thought of it
half a
immediately. I just can't spell.
Who did he put?
I put Isaiah Thomas.
Oh. Which
All right.
one?
One of them.
The way
recent
he spelled it is actually the old one, the way he spelled it. All right. Round 6. The letter N. Andrew with the first response.
This is an ex-player, but I got Steve Nash. Let's go.
That is correct. It's 4-2 right now in favor of Rohan. And he's still got a little bit of catching up to do as we go to round 7. Round 7 is the letter S. Rohan with the first response.
I think we spelled his name wrong, but you get the idea. I got Dario Saric.
Dario Saric is a correct answer. Yeah. I'm surprised none of you put Steph Curry.
Oh.
Yeah, but now Rohan's up 5-2 as we move on to round 8. The letter is R. Andrew. Actually, sorry, not Andrew. Rohan with the first response.
Pretty sure Andy put the same guy, but I put RJ Barrett.
Yep, he did.
Stole it from the mix.
I literally I can't type with more than 2 words per minute.
Hey, it's okay. Both of you respond with RJ Barrett, but I guess sort of righteously, the person whose first name and last name starts with letter R got the R letter. So now Rohan is up. What is it? 6-2? Wow. As we move on to round 9. The letter is H. Rohan with the first answer.
Put Hakeem Olajuwon.
That is correct. Already extending his lead to a 7-2.
I swear,
edge.
if this was just like a buzzer, I would be winning. I swear. I'm getting all of these immediately. I just can't type.
All right. As we move on to round 10, the letter is L. Andrew with the first response.
Finally, okay, I got LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yep, that is correct. And he's closing in on the gap ever so slightly. After 10 rounds, we have Andy with 3 and Rohan with 7. Now to round 11. The letter is the letter D. Andrew with the first response.
Let's go, Draymond Green.
Yep, and Draymond Green was response just before Luka Doncic by Rohan. Ever so slightly getting closer, 7-4 now. The next letter, round 12, is the letter C. And Rohan with the first response.
I put Chris Paul.
That is correct. And Andrew's Steph Curry response was a bit too late. And now it's 8-4. Thirteenth round, the last vowel, U. And time is up for the first letter. The one which came to my mind immediately when I thought about the letter is the recent legend, Wes Unseld. There's a couple of other players whose last names begin with U. I guess the comment section will roast you a bit for that. But the score stays the same. As we move on to round 14, the score is still 8-4 in favor of Rohan. The letter is M.
Wait, M or N?
M. Rohan with the first response.
I put Marcus Morris.
And that is right. That gives him a 9-4 lead after round 14 as we move on to round 15. One of the earlier letters in the alphabet, the letter F. Andrew with the first response.
I put Evan Fournier.
Evan Fournier is absolutely correct. And that gives him 5 going into, round 16 now? Yeah, 9-5 in favor of Rohan. The next letter you have is P. Andrew with the first response.
Yes, I'm closing in. Got Kristaps Porzingis.
That is correct. Now I think it's 9-6, only 3 behind, but only 10 remaining as we go on to round 17. Another one of the earlier letters, G. Andrew with the first response.
Let's go, Paul George.
That is correct. And now the lead is only 2, 9-7. As we move on to round 18.
Don't choke, Rohan.
The letter is the actual last letter of our basketball podcast, W. Rohan with the first response.
I put Wes Unseld.
That is correct. I probably gave you a little bit of a hint by saying that for you. Andrew's answer of Zion was a bit too late. And Rohan's lead is back to 3, with only a few letters left. Your next letter is the letter Y. Rohan with the first response.
I put Yao Ming.
That is correct. Another few responses could have been many players with the last name Young, like Trae Young, Thad Young. And your letter is B. Rohan with the first response.
Pretty sure I spelled his last name wrong in the response, but I put Bojan Bogdanovic.
That, in fact, is correct. Another player which I was thinking about was Bradley Beal. These are some of the rarer letters in the English alphabet, and there will probably be a couple which there aren't many NBA players with that letter. And your next letter is V. And Rohan with the first response.
I put Nikola Vucevic.
That is correct. And if I'm keeping score, I
I
think
can't win anymore.
Rohan is up 6.
Yeah, so I never had a chance, to be honest.
But let's just see. Can Andy at least close the gap a bit before the end?
No.
The next letter is the letter K. Rohan with the first answer.
I'm pretty sure there's a guy named Kendrick Perkins.
Yep, another terrible analyst, okay player. That puts the lead now at 7 for Rohan. Can Andy at least make it somewhat respectable? The next letter,
No.
I doubt that either of you will get this letter, but X. Andrew has an answer.
I literally just put Xavier and thought of the most random last name I could. So I just put Xavier Knight. That's probably not a real person.
That is not a real basketball player. As we move on to round 24, the letter is J. Rohan has an answer.
John Morant.
He cannot use that answer since he already responded with Demetrius Morant. Andrew, what is your answer?
Do I get to use John Morant?
Well, you didn't say it, so yes,
No.
you can.
Could use Drew Holiday also.
Yep, that's true. Or Jared Jack. As we move on to our penultimate round with the letter Q. Rohan.
I put Zhao Qi.
That is correct. Zhao Qi, one of the more underrated Chinese players to play in the NBA. And our final letter is Z. Rohan.
I put Zaza Pachulia since I can't use Zauchi again.
And that is correct. Rohan, I think, ultimately wins. That's it. Rohan wins by 7 in this alphabet challenge. Stay tuned and comment if you want to see something similar for football. But this time I'd be a competitor. This is us.
This is just a typing challenge.
Yep, it really is, honestly. And also just quick memory. But yep, this is us, the bench warmers, and we're signing off. See ya.